Yes, people. Welcome back. We're back. Yep. All right. Right. It's not Tuesday. It's Wednesday. It's our live. Myself and Curtis. I mean, we're gonna have it's gonna be an interesting live. Obviously, we're gonna have to finish bang on 8, maybe even just maybe a few minutes before, just so I can go and quickly turn off the channel. I need to watch every minute of that Man City versus Newcastle game. Obviously, it's likely that we're gonna have Man City in the final, but we're gonna discuss who would we want, and obviously, can we win? We'll do all that stuff. We got to obviously talk about last night's game. We'll discuss that in full detail, and then we've got to talk about everything around it. And when I say everything around it, I mean last time I was on this live, man was here recruiting. I was here recruiting. I had my recruitment board out, and I was saying, "Who's coming with me? I'm all in. There's no going back. My red tinted glasses are on. I believe something special is gonna happen this year. Something like, and fair play to him, called me out and said, "Don't do all this. Oh, we're gonna, because it's obvious we're gonna maybe win something, but what is it? State your claim." And I don't know. I got a bit nervous, but I'm there now. I think we win this League Cup, and I think we win the title. I can't say the Champions League right now. It's too early. It's way too early. But who knows? Who knows? FA Cup too early as well. But I'm there. I'm all in. I'm behind the team. And you know what? It's funny. We did that last live, myself and Curtis, and obviously we had Dan and we had Marty on here. The next game we actually lost. I think we lost or we drew. I think we lost to Man United, but I think it was the Man United game we lost, right? And Dan saw me that week and was like, "This is why I can't go all in with this team." But it's funny how a few, and listen, nothing has massively, like, we haven't massively gone clear. We haven't gone to 9 points, which I think, Curtis, me and you spoke about. That's what you wanted. You wanted 9, 10 point gap, and then it's definitely done. So we haven't got that yet, but I'm in this mood. I'm in the mode, and I've enjoyed opening up my phone this morning, Curtis, and just seeing the timeline. And we're going to talk about it. Curtis, let's just start. How are you, first of all? Because I didn't get to catch any of your watch along. I didn't catch any of your fan. I don't even know where you're at. All I know, I've got my glasses on. I've gone full shameless mode. I went in the loft.
Oh no!
Wait, I know people don't hate me yet. Listen, I'm just letting you know things are in production.
The new ones. Do you know what, bro? Do you know what? Today, to be fair, you know, like the guy at FIFA when he was like, "Today I feel like Wembley." Yep. That's what I feel like. Yep. Today I just have a feeling of Wembley. Yeah, I'll be honest with you. Like, today feels different. Do you know what I mean? And it's crazy, isn't it? Because to feel this good when we haven't even won anything, I can't imagine what will happen if we win something, bro. I said it to Robbie today. I said, "Bro, passport, wallet, and I'm walking out the door." Yeah, and I'm back when I'm back. Vegas, Dubai, something. I don't know. We got to go on tour.
That's the thing. I think people in the past said, like, "Oh, if we won something, I'm gone. I'm gonna be drunk for a whole week, and I'm booking time off work." I remember I used to think, like, maybe that's a bit too far. That's too far. I used to think. I don't know why I used to think. Maybe because I don't know. I never really, like, let myself be fully immersed in it. Yes, listen. I follow I am in it. But I always felt I had a bit of a detachment. Like, I could probably pull away if I need to, if things get too sad or too good. Like, but now I'm here. Like you said, we're just in a final. Nothing's been won yet. But
yeah,
I'm walked through London today, and like, it's just the energy of people makes you feel like, bro, it feels like we just won a world war. So I know that's a bit mad.
That's gone crazy.
It feels like everyone's just looking at you like,
there's AFTV extras clip for next week. We've won the war.
But if we won the war.
Oh my days.
Arsenal didn't just win the league, they won the war.
This guy.
It just felt mad. Like, I'm on the train, I'm walking through London, and it's just like the feeling. And again, I'll be honest, it wasn't the most beautiful game, and we will get to that. We will get to it. But I must say, it's just been like, it's amazing. It's an amazing feeling, and there will be fans of rival teams saying, like, again, like you just said, you haven't won anything. Calm down. I even put a tweet out today. Yeah, I put a tweet out on Twitter and said, I would love to be going to school today. Like, if I had, like, as a young, like, I went through the era of Chelsea winning things. Like, of course, I still remember the Invincibles, but I was too young. I was with my family and that. Like, it wasn't like you weren't going to primary school bantering, man, or going in certain. I was too young to be going in secondary school and bantering, man. But Now I'm like, bro, imagine walking into school and it's been like, what that? Yeah, we're that team. And then some, to be fair, on Twitter, people said, bro, imagine being an adult walking into work and things like that, and being in this space. We can laugh at a few people. We can hold our chest up. Nothing's been won yet. I'm aware that this is the finals we played, but the feeling is sensational. I can't lie, Kurt. I can't lie. Even if the game wasn't the best of viewing, which we will talk about.
Yeah.
But I just think this season so far, I just want to quickly touch back on certain things. Like, I remember people talking about Unai Emery. You know, I want him as my manager. There was that phase. There was loads of phases. Kai Havertz, Victor Gyökeres stuff at the beginning, the no to Madueke. There's so many things that's happened like over this season that we kind of just forget because I don't know, we brush over them because maybe we're winning. We are winning, but things aren't pretty. We're allowed to be as fans critical of certain things, which we've been doing. But then I now think like, okay, we're playing boring football times. We're not playing well at home. There are certain things I remember, but now I'm just like, you know what? This is good. I feel like we're on course. I was on the phone to Robbie on the way back from the watch vlog. I'm just saying this could be a special year. It could be a real special year.
It could. Do you know what it is, bro? Like, I'll be honest with you, and I know the last show you was trying to recruit and all that.
Come on, where are you at? Come on.
Do you know, bro? Listen, don't get me hyped, because listen, today I'm vulnerable. You know what I mean? I was on the website today, like, yo, do I order a little hoodie or it's all Arsenal today, bro.
What's your parade outfit? What's your parade outfit?
I don't know, bro. I don't like. I'll be wearing shin pads and studs and everything. I'll 2-foot someone, but no, I'm telling you, like, it could be one of the best. It could be the best year we've ever had as Arsenal fans. It could. It could. Like, and don't get me wrong, bro. Like, I'm in my head, I'm where you're at.
Yeah,
like,
I know you are. But
I've got even today, like, I've got that feeling like, yo, this feels different. Something crazy is about to happen.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. But I've still got that little part of me that goes, we haven't won yet. Like, we feel great today, but we're in the final, and it'll probably be against Pep, Man City. Anything can happen. Haaland's on the bench, which is strange. Why they done that, I don't know. But obviously they got Liverpool at the weekend. But yeah, what I've tried to do over the last few weeks is, I said this before, that I'm kind of, what I've been doing is just getting through the season.
Yeah.
And I've been saying the whole time, I'm not even really enjoying this season. I'm just getting through it in the hope that then we lift the trophy and then I can enjoy it. And I've sort of said to myself, yeah, I've got to try and enjoy the whole. I have to, but I've got that thing in my head, like, what if I really start going crazy and then they let me down? You know what I mean? I can't go through that, bro. We've been through too much. I seen Van Persie, United, Nasri, and no, please, Arsenal, please. Do you know what, though? We deserve this. I don't care what anyone says. I was on smoke today. I started my stream today. Picture of Fofana in tears.
Swear down.
Start the stream and say, yeah, straight up. No messing around.
I'll be honest, Cuz, you're there a little bit then, because I'll be honest, like,
there a little.
Something in my brain when we won, I was like, oh, I've got to give it to the Chelsea fans. And then my brain went, hold on, we got them in the league very soon. I'm like, why am I like? That's where we're at. I don't want to be like that. I want to just, like you said, we got to enjoy it. But I'm saying, don't go too hard, because if they beat us in the league, they're gonna hold on to. They're gonna say this, and I'm like, but no, Cecil, like, go for it. That's mad. You started with Fofana crying on your stream.
Yeah, Fofana crying. I just thought, just let them know what time it is. And there's a few fans. It was funny. A fan said, "Oh, you're better than this." Like, this Chelsea guy in the chat, he said, "Curtis, you're better than this." I said, actually, I'm not. Like, that's right where I'm at, bro. You know what I'm saying?
You ain't seen nothing yet.
Bro, this is what people need to understand, right? Since we've been in this YouTube space and doing what we're doing, our content, you've only seen us, like, stumbling before the finish line. So you've seen me having meltdowns, ripping shirts, this, that, the other, us going mad. You ain't seen us enjoying and winning trophies. We haven't seen a title as adults like us. There's obviously people who are older who've seen it.
Yeah.
I was a young teenager when they Invincibles. You know what I mean? If we win the title, We are going to be unbearable. I've
Terrible.
actually got friends in group chats like saying, yo, man, like, I might just block you. Like, genuinely saying I've had enough. Like, you ain't won nothing and you're running your mouth already. I said, bro, we are going to destroy football if we win the Premier League.
We are
We're
going to
going to be
be
unbearable and we deserve it. I don't care. We've suffered too much, man.
facts. I think like it's funny. It's funny you said it, yeah, because someone said to me, like, oh, actually, I'm in a group chat right now. It's like a TikTok live where they said, you lot are going to be the worst. I said, normally I'd try and show away, but like, I won't be that bad. But no, I know and it's funny, every Arsenal fan saying it. It's not like we're hiding the fact. I love that we're not hiding the fact. We're saying, no, you lot will know about it for a long time. And then someone just say, yeah, but the World Cup's coming, we'll drain it out. No, brother. You don't think this World Cup's going to stop us? And if we win one trip, but do you know what? Bro, I can't get too carried away. I just think I keep having this thought. I think, like, what do the players need to do? Like, do we have enough capacity to, like, go on and win? Okay, a League Cup, cool. But if they look at it as just game by game, like you said you're doing it kind of game by game and taking it in steps or whatnot. But if the players do that instead of doing what I'm doing and getting too carried away, we could start ticking off trophies. That's the goal. Listen, Champions League, I think it's too very hard. I think that's different. But like League Cup, Prem, I feel like that's I think it's so doable. The FA Cup's still early, but I just think you could pick up quite a nice amount. And I don't know. I am getting carried away, but you're right. I just think if it happens, this could be something huge. I keep saying, like I said to Rob in the car on the way home, I said this could be a special year. Like, it really could. And I've been critical because I've been in a battle with myself, and fans will say I don't care. I look at some of the time how we play, and I think, do I want to win it playing like this? Does it matter? Of course, it really doesn't if you're lifting trophies. But like, I get annoyed at, like, sometimes I want that Arsenal football of old. I want the swashbuckling football. I want the flicks around. And to be fair, someone did say to me, I said, look, we can do that. It's just teams want to come and be defensive, so it makes it harder for us to do that. When they come out and play, you see us bop teams. So I'm like, yeah, it just hasn't been the greatest of viewing. But will I care in the latter stage? Will I care at the final? No. Will I care at Champions League?
No. Don't you think it's interesting? Because I was talking about this today. Like, we've played some games this season where we've been unreal. We've battered Atletico, Tottenham, Villa, Bayern Munich, Inter Milan. You watch certain games, you go, we're amazing to watch. And then you watch other games where you're like, yo, this is bad. You know, I mean, it's painful to watch. Yeah. And the whole, like, people say, oh, you know, the other team didn't come to attack. But I think every team that's won the league has had to experience that. Man City for years have experienced teams going to the Etihad and just putting 10 men behind the ball because they know if they open up, they're going to get bopped. Now, we're at that stage now where teams know you can't go to the Emirates and open up. You can't. You're going to get dealt with. Like, we've seen it, you know, this season. So you've seen Liverpool turn up and really be defensive, Man City, all these teams really.
Yeah.
So we do have to find a way to go, look, it doesn't matter if you low block, we can still deal with you as well and open you up. So I do think that's something we have to add a little bit, because I hear a lot of people say, oh, they low blocked, so it was difficult. But you've got to find different ways of scoring goals, in my opinion. You know, shoot from distance, 1-2, whatever. So that's just one thing I think we've still got to add. We're going to have a lot of games this season where teams will just camp at the Emirates and defend, especially in a relegation battle for some of the lower clubs. So that's something we've got to do. But I just like the fact that we're finding different ways of winning games. And I do feel different about Arsenal this season. I think we've learned. I think we've matured. You know, we've had a few setbacks and we've bounced back from it. Even, you know, the Man United game, beat Kairat, battered Leeds, beat Chelsea last night. I think this week is one of the biggest weeks of the season. This weekend.
Yeah. Well, City is obviously Liverpool. Yeah, like, this could be the tide where this could be. We don't win. Well, I'll be honest. Yeah, it could be.
Tell you what you think. I can see you.
I know. I'm scared. I'm scared.
No, it's a safe space. Come on, say it.
All right, we've got to have honest conversations tonight, and we will talk about our thoughts. We'll talk about players as well. So let's be honest. Yeah, I'll be honest. This could be the weekend that Arsenal win the league. That's the real fact of it. If Man City go to Liverpool, and I expect us to beat Sunderland at home. We haven't been good at home though. I will say that. I don't think we've been great at home. And maybe because, like you said, I think teams, and that is the excuse, because team come in low block and whatnot. But like, I think we actually have good enough players to unlock that. I just don't know why sometimes that doesn't happen straight away. But in my opinion, does it matter in the end as long as you're winning the game? Then no. But sometimes that can be that risk averse method. Can be quite frustrating to watch. However, I think Arteta actually got it right. I think Arteta knew what Liam Rossini was going to do. I'm no A licensed manager, but me was on the match day live. I said he's going to try and get to. I say this on most match days. Teams are going to try and get to the 60th minute. If they get to halftime, it's 0-0. They still feel like they're in the game, which means there's an opportunity to go and hurt Arsenal. Arsenal will give you an opportunity, and that's the fact of the matter. And you see it in every game, especially at home.
Yeah.
So when they got to 60 minutes, I said, look, I'm nervous now. This is kind of the situation I didn't want to be in, but I think Arteta actually was aware of it. I think he knew, okay, if they're going to try and bring on their superstars or Cole Palmer, the Estevals and all that. So I think Arteta kind of knew that, and eventually they're going to want to try and go for the goal, and that's when we picked them off. It actually worked out exactly to that. I think that's quite intelligent. I would say genius-like. But anyway, I'm not going to go that for you.
Oh God, yeah, we haven't forgot that, by the way.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
But I just think that this weekend, like you said, I actually think the next 2 weekends are the most important weekends of the season. I think obviously we've got to go Spurs away as well at some point at the end of this month, and we also got to go Spurs away, and we also got to go City. But I think a lot will be told by the end of this month. I mean, once you get to March, it's March, April, May. Like it's I know there's still a lot of games to be played there, but if Arsenal are enough of a momentum, I think it's massive, Curtis. And also on top of that, so we will get further down the line into this, but like, I'm going to ask you, who do you want? I'm sure you probably did it in Forever Arsenal. I don't know who do you want out of City and Newcastle. But like, if you get City in the final and you beat them, that push alone, for in every competition takes the team to another level. They're the team chasing you in the Premier League. You've beaten them in the cup. You've won your cup already. Like, I think if you lose against them, yes, there's revenge, there's remontada, and that sort of narrative. But I think our team mentally. And I think it's going to feel like a slight on them. I feel like mentally, if we lose them and then we have to play them in the league, I don't know. I feel like the air of confidence that City have, I think we falter. I think we crack underneath that pressure. So I think if we beat them, I think that changes everything. So yeah, I don't know. That on that note, basically this weekend's massively important. For you, you're kind of going in that way as well. I think, is that because of the City game and stuff? Do you
Yeah, but just for me, bro, I don't think City will beat Liverpool this week. I really don't. I think Liverpool. I mean, they're not in a great run of form, but they had a really good result against. Yeah, they're starting to score goals. Ekitike's firing. Wirtz has had a little run of form. Salah's back. I just can't see City going there and beating them. I think they'll draw or get beat. And then obviously we've got to make sure we win our game, and beat Sunderland, because these are games over the years where West Ham's. I remember Southampton at home one year when Walcott scored against us. It's always those games that have got the better of us over the time. So it's a massive weekend. It's tough to not get carried away, because on one hand you think, if they lose and we win, we're there. There is a long way to go. Do you know what I mean? There is a long way to go, and I've always said that I think we need space from Man City, because I remember when Liverpool won the league the previous time, Pep was falling behind and it looked like they gave up, and he kind of went, I'm going to try and win the Champions League. So and if you've seen Pep's interviews this week, I mean, his head looks like it's going to explode, bro. You know what I mean? He's going mental. He's clearly not happy with what's going on.
His team's not clicking at all, really, towards the back in the games that they looked against Spurs. They were first half, like I said, it was like a charity match. It was like soccer aid at first half. It was such bad quality mainly from Tottenham. That's what the commentators and they're right. But then the second half, City just looked a mess. They looked shot, like they looked knackered. It was complete different game, a real game of two halves. But like, you're right. I don't think City they don't have it in them, I don't think, to really, really go for it. But do you know what? Let me read the super chat, and then I'm going to come back to a conversation that keeps playing on my mind. Kaplan Sports, big up Simon, says, big up, boys. Boys, give me your 10 essential items you have in your bags when going for pre-season. Also, Curtis, give me your top 5 best and worst Arsenal signings. That's quite a lot of the signings.
I was going to, I know.
That's quite a lot, Simon. I love you. That's quite a lot. That second question. The first question for like essentials when we go on pre-season tour, I need Curtis there, because the best things happen. Like, he's my essential, but we the stories we've had over the years.
Crazy.
Who's in the door? I need Curtis. There's one. I need a phone, of course. I need my battery packs. You know what I mean? I need my juice and drinks through the night. I don't drink water. I need my juice through the night. There's a few things. Obviously, nice trainers, nice clothes, and all that, and my wash bag. And obviously, I've got a big suitcase, so I carry a lot. Funny enough, though, actually on that, there's word that there's no preseason tour, as in like big tour. So I've had kind of, I want to say 85% confirmed that there's not going to be a proper tour. I think they're going to do a Germany. They'll do a Scotland maybe game and all that, but I don't think I'm hearing there's no
Don't you think that's a bit crazy? Because I'm thinking like, let's say Arsenal win the league, surely the Kroenke say, yo, you've got to come to LA. You know what I mean? We'll throw a friendly game and it's a celebration. They're saying because of the World Cup, but we've been on tour in World Cup years before.
Yeah, and Euro years we've been on tour. I think they'll be, for a club that's so fixated at times on money. Listen, love Arsenal, but they are heavily on business and money. If we win the league, it's doing a disservice to a lot of the global fans to not go somewhere and show their appreciation. Do you know what I mean? Or show that title winning year. Listen, I know players are being pulled left, right, and center, but you have to go and try and if we win, of course. And on that note, Curtis, have you thought the other side? Have you looked at if we bottle it from here? Have you even considered like I don't know what I thought about it on the way up this morning. I said because everyone was so happy, and that's what I love, living that. And then I thought, wow, it's just like the mood's so good. Like it was an early train, and everyone's just buzzing that I was speaking to. Not everyone can't be Arsenal fans, but a lot of people that will come up and smiling that and nodding. Clearly, I was wearing my Arsenal tracksuit and whatnot. So, but I didn't think. I really thought if we lose from this point, I might have to come off this thing.
Bro, I'm telling you, I'm a big NBA fan, so something would have to change. You know what I mean? The thing that while we're having that conversation, I know it's all positive, but one thing that I was looking at this season is the top 6 in the Premier League at the moment. Obviously, us and 5 other clubs.
Yeah,
we haven't played City away from home yet, but we drew at home to them. Villa away, we got beat. Man United away, we won 1-0. Dodgy goalkeeping where he flapped at it. Chelsea away, we drew. They had 10 men. Liverpool away, we got beat. So our away record against the big clubs this year in the league is not that good. And obviously, we've still got to go to Man City. We still got to go to Tottenham. Tottenham are in free-for-all, but it's a different game when we play them. So that's where... And also, I saw that, Pep's never lost the Carabao Cup final. He's won 5 out of 5.
I heard that.
And you've played, Cecil, like finals. It's usually just somebody who grabs a moment. Gerrard, Henry, whoever it is. Like, so we need people.
Experience is big in finals. I can't lie. Experience can get many people over the line. It's mental fortitude. If I'm honest, like you can have the best team, but I played in many finals. I've had when it comes to that, I know it's the experienced players, it's the players like you just said that step up, that can really, really do well for you. So that is a good point. That's actually a very good point, Curtis. And I know Arteta will say at Wembley he has a good record as well. That'll be his counter. Yeah. He's actually got quite a good record at Wembley. But yeah, City and that trophy, quite synonymous at the moment. Quite synonymous, but it's just. Someone said Eze will grab our final written in the stars. I mean, he obviously did it in the FA Cup and whatnot for Crystal Palace. Can he do it again? Is the real question. Let's quickly, before we start bringing some of the guests, let's quickly just run through some of the tough conversations. Just we'll try and be like people. Remember how we started this live? Glasses. I've got the tabletop. Yeah, like we're happy. We're not trying to slate nothing. We have to have conversations. Yeah, we have to. So. Firstly, is injuries a concern for you? Are you worried about them? Because someone said there's still a problem with that. I don't like it, and I'm not really fussed because things are good. But we got big games coming up. I don't know if we're probably gonna need those big players like Saka. We didn't need him last night, but I'm gonna want him for the final at least. Do you know what I mean? Are you worried about injuries? Are you saying, you know what, we're dealing with it fine?
I think, every Arsenal fan worries about injuries, bro. You know what I mean? Injuries have been since Wenger and that, Diaby. And I'm always worried about injuries because players finish games at Arsenal and then you find out they're injured. You're like, well, I just seen him walk off the pitch, like clapping the fans. Like, Odegaard's injured. He came on for like 20 minutes. What happened to him? And then Saka in the warm-up. But The only thing I'll say is that we seem to have dealt with injuries well this season, and we do have a lot of options. But it's funny because sometimes when a player is an option, you don't mind it. When he's a necessity, so
Yeah.
my example of that is like Noni Madueke, I've thought
Yeah.
off the bench has been quite good. Then when Noni started last night, I went, oh, we're going to need Saka to come back. You know what I mean? Because this guy's a bit inconsistent. So, yeah, at the back end of the season, you need everyone fit if
You do.
possible. But,
You do.
injuries seem inevitable with Arsenal, unfortunately.
It's the most important time. I think you need your strongest. You're going to need your strongest team, or at least as many players. But like you said, Noni, like that game yesterday, I was watching. I was like, oh, I wouldn't mind a Saka to try and cut in, and especially like that shot in Nkapie had. I was like, I'm good. You think Saka, but it's not Saka. It's Nkapie. Listen, the shot was actually quite good. That is a Saka special. Cut in and wrap it in that far corner. But obviously he was not available. I like the question here that popped up before we go through some of the other players. I think you might have seen, you might not have. For the final, who are you saying?
It's a great question.
I'll start.
Go on.
Sorry. It's harsh on Kepa. Record signing, goalkeeper to this day. He's clearly got, not attitude, but he clearly he rates himself. Didn't come off in that game when Sarri tried to take him off in Chelsea. Whatnot. Cool. He's done all the cup games, as in on the League Cup game. So it feels harsh. I think Emi Martinez had this issue as well, and he was frustrated. That's why he ended up leaving as well. He did the cup run and whatnot, and didn't get the respect. But I think it might have been in the final anyway. But like Kepa, good goalkeeper, done well yesterday. Does feel harsh, but I need my strongest keeper in goal if we're gonna do that final. Listen, where do you stand? I know Marty and Robbie and Lee were talking about this on the game yesterday, and they were arguing. I was actually agreed with Marty. Marty was saying you play Raya in this game, and Lee and Robbie both said no. You keep Kepa. Kepa's been kept now. He's done his time. For me.
Do you know what? I understand your answer, but I think it's got to be Kepa, because I'll tell you the reason is because number one, he's got us here, bro. We won the penalty shootout against Palace. He saved the penalty. I actually thought he played well yesterday. That long ball that he played to Martinelli was really good, and I think he's earned the right to be there. Also, I just don't think
this is true.
We're trying to win. Yeah, I mean, we stood right next to. Remember at AC Milan pre-season, he made about 5 saves, didn't he?
Bro.
And I just think he's earned the right to be in goal. And we're in 4 competitions. If Arteta drops him and plays Rayo, you're basically telling Kepa, I don't trust you when it gets to the crunch. So I think you've got to utilize everyone. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, of course, Raya's the better keeper. It's a massive game. But I think Arteta's got to play Kepa. I think he's got to show him. This ain't like Matt Turner, bro. This guy. Do you know that Kepa's still the world record goalkeeper?
Yes,
75 million.
Yes,
ain't no little chump, bro.
It's mad.
You know what I mean? I remember City play Trafford. Trafford's in goal again tonight, so it's not like he goes, "Oh, Donnarumma." Do you know what I mean? He's playing Trafford, so I'm not saying we have to do what Pep does, but
no, that's interesting.
I think he's got to play Kepa, man. I think he's earned the right to be in that final. Raya's going to get the Champions League and the Prem. Don't get me wrong, if he makes a mistake, we do a different conversation. But I think Kepa deserves. I think he's earned the right to play it.
It's a good conversation. I see a lot of people in the chat getting involved as well. It's very interesting. It's interesting. What do you make? Nkapie is starting. Like, what did you make of that yesterday? You happy with that? Are you happy with him? I think fans on the Matchday Live are questioning, like, they're not quite sure yet about Nkapie. I was quite surprised if Calafiori being on the bench may not be 100% fit, so I get by him not starting. But I was quite surprised seeing Nkapie, especially I think Marzo is skinny as well. I still think there's quality there. I'm surprised that Arteta really pushes and favours Nkapie.
I think number one, you got to realise he's a starting defender for Leverkusen, and we've dragged him out of there on loan. So there must have been promises that he's going to play. By the way, I thought he had a brilliant game yesterday.
Yeah, they well.
Do you know what I mean? Esteval, all of them, whoever was on that side, he just locked them up. I love the guy's aggression. I feel he's bought into everything that Arsenal are about. I don't know if you saw today the post that he put up. Man posted with a DMX tune over it. I said, listen.
Yeah, love it.
I said, listen. I know those things don't matter, but to me, those things. I said, hold on, this guy's playing DMX. I said, yeah, play him. Do you know what it is? I think with Timber, if Timber's fit, he's ahead of Ben White. And I think with Gabriel and Saliba, they're clearly number one. I think with Nkapie, there is an argument because I do think Calafiori going forward is probably better than him. He causes chaos, got goal threat.
Yeah.
I do think Nkapie's maybe defensively he's close to him. So
he's strong, but I just think going forward,
he's not great. Really,
the level. Yeah, he's not the level of even Miles or Calafiori, in my opinion. But yeah, I don't know if you've covered a lot of this and forever else. I hope not. I'm going to certain players and certain positions because
no, not too much.
Okay, Eberici Eze, let it all work out. Fuck. Yeah, I know.
Oh, damn. All
right.
I mean,
all right. We got okay.
No.
I'm
sorry.
It's
sorry.
tough. No, listen. And again, I won't be able to listen. We have to just have certain. We are happy. Things are great. They're gonna be part of they're gonna get their medals and all that. But bro, I just it's hard. It's hard. But I mean,
you chat to his brother, don't you?
Yeah, I get you. I'll do his brother balling. Oh, it's tough. Listen, a quality player, and he will. He's gonna have to do something this season. Yesterday he was just anonymous, but you know what? Listen, I haven't really got much to say. It's tough, but I love him going forward. But please, Eze. Oh, do you know what it is? Let me say this: you have an opportunity here. That's why I was so frustrated yesterday. No one really spoke about it, and it wasn't the right place. It wasn't the right forum. We've just won the game. We're in the final. And I even said to people on fan cams, I said, you can discuss certain conversations, uncomfortable ones, if you want to in this fan camp, or we can just enjoy what we've seen and we're through whatnot. Right. Eze, though, I'll say it. You've got a massive opportunity. Odegaard's out. Or I don't know if he's out. There's rumors he had a spat, which he wouldn't, in his character, I don't think he's probably argued, but I think Arteta just said, look, I can't have my captain. Someone said this on Match Line, I think it's spot on. I can't have my captain. I can't have my captain be dropped for 2 games. Yeah. It's just going to look bad. There'll be questions asked that don't really need to be asked. So we'll just say you have a little knock or whatever. You've been given the whole game, I believe, as well. Like you had a chance to, or I think it was the whole game, or it was the majority of the game anyway, to really, do something that we remembered of you, like we saw in the North London where you scored a hat-trick. This is the time. And especially when we both said at the start of this live that this week and next week, I'd say, are very important weeks. I actually wanted it to start from yesterday, but you still have a bit of time. I've given Gyökeres so much time. I'm now like, which we're going to talk about in a second, but like, you've got time, Eze. You have got a bit of time, but you have to start showing us something. If you're like Odegaard will work. If he's not playing well, he'll still work hard. I know Eze is a luxury player, in my opinion. I think he has that ability to be that. But now I'm at a stage where if you're not putting in the amazing through balls, and some of the balls he was playing in were overhit at times as well. I was so shocked about Eze's performance yesterday. So need you to really step up. But yeah, I'll say it's a hard one. I love him. Got some ties there, but yeah, it'll get better. It will work out. It has to.
Well, I hope so. I think we have to understand, like, sometimes that step up is difficult, man. You know what I mean? Like, Palace to Arsenal is a big jump.
Yeah.
And also, we got a manager that probably wants different things of him compared to Palace. I feel like Palace, he was the king.
They built around him. Yeah, they built
around him. So it was like, we're going to work around you and make it work for you. And he looked like a world beater. And we do know that he's got unbelievable ability.
Yeah.
You know, the quality's there. It's just not quite working at the moment. Like yesterday, he was okay. He kept the ball, but he just wasn't what we was hoping. You know, that magic. We're looking for the magic. You know, I said on my stream today, like, we wanted a magician, but then now he's disappeared. You know what I mean? We brought him here to. That's not the magic we wanted. Like, we need you to grab the game. I don't know with him. I don't know. Like, it's funny that the 2 biggest attacking signings that we made in the summer are not quite what we expected now. Is that a system? Is that the way we play? Are they not quite at the level? I just think it's sometimes you sign a player and he's a star at another club. He comes to your club and just becomes a squad player. So I don't always look at it as a bad thing. Like sometimes I look at the bench and I think, yo, Eze's on Arsenal's bench.
It's crazy.
Think how crazy that is. Like that's Crystal Palace best player. And he's on our bench. Like,
and he was on the bench for a few games. Like, it wasn't even starting from a lot of them, or even coming off the bench for a good 2 games. So it's a good point to make.
Yeah,
and he's a very good player. It's a very good player.
But listen, I keep saying, bro, like this year for me is about the collective. Do you know what I mean? Like, if top players are on the bench, but we're winning big trophies, so be it. Do you know what I mean? I don't think Ethan should have gone on loan, but he's on loan. It is what it is.
Same.
Do you know what I mean? It is what it is. So hopefully it'll work out for him. I'm a little bit concerned for him personally because I'm looking at certain things like, is he going to get in the England squad?
I know. I'm the same. And that game he played, I think it was against Inter, like when he was coming off and he was always playing and he was fizzing the ball forward into Gyökeres' feet. That's what I wanted to see more of, like us playing through centrally. I know probably Arteta probably doesn't ask the team to do that much, but he has the ability to do those bounce passes, do the reverse passes, do all those disguised passes, and has the quality to play players in going vertically instead of going around. But yeah, it will listen, it's gonna click. He's a quality player. Same with what I say with Gyökeres. Gyökeres, in my opinion, I mean, listen, he's definitely still he's a bully. He does cause defenders problems, but Havertz coming on, and I'll put my hand up. I haven't been Havertz's guy. And people say, oh, when he's back, he's going to be the savior. I used to frustrate me. But, bro, he comes back. And you know what? As much as I haven't always been his biggest fan, him scoring and pointing to the badge.
Yeah.
Like, I feel for Gyökeres. I don't feel for Gyökeres actually. If I wasn't say I feel for him, but he's had plenty of opportunities to really cement his place. But now, again, like the Eze situation, it's becoming a squad. All these positions become squad positions. It's like, if you're doing well, you play. And you try and hold your spot. If you don't, we've got other people on the bench who can come on and affect the game. That's a real showing of what a proper squad is supposed to be able to do. Come on and ask different questions of teams. So Havertz coming off the bench, as much as I don't like the narrative of he's our savior, we need him back after all this time he's been injured. He came off the bench. Listen, I'm not going to go overboard because he's done well to round the keeper, but you got to score. If he missed that, I'm losing my mind. So he's done what I expect of him. But it's good to see. It's good to see that there's.
I just think at the moment that it might be a case of Arteta where, like, I still think Gyökeres will be the number 1 striker, but I think they're going to cherry pick games now and go, okay, this one might suit Havertz. This one, I don't think we've got a clear, like, this striker is going to take us all the way over the line. I think it will be Havertz certain games, Jesus, Gyökeres. I thought Havertz looked good with Gyökeres in that Kairat game. He actually played the ball forward very quickly to him. So I think they'll have to move around it. I still got hope that Gyökeres and Eze will improve. That, you know, Eze had no preseason with us. Gyökeres arrived late in preseason. I would like to think maybe towards the end of this season and next season they get better. But it's interesting because we were so hyped for the striker signing, and we might actually need another striker next summer. That's the reality. But I was saying this today, bro. Even if we win the league, I actually think a few players need to be sold in the summer.
Of course. I think
you got to go again.
If you win the league, I think serious clubs then improve their team. I've seen it over over years. Obviously, Liverpool did do it, but it hasn't worked out in the way I think they would hope. But yeah, you're right. Let me read a few things, and then we're gonna get a guessing because I was recruiting, and they've been waiting. I see a nice setup from. I've seen a new setup from someone actually in the wings, but we're gonna see what he's saying in a second. Underdog Publishing Co says you both played ball. Send on our video link now. Hey, listen, I might be playing ball league soon, so you'll see enough of me. There's enough of me on YouTube anyway. Type in Wall FC. I've been playing something like Science Saha FC. Type in Grand Athletic, bro. I'm sorry, I didn't say I can't send a link when we're live, but. There's enough of me. Anyway, you can see us we've seen us in the actual team kits. Like Curtis he's a professional. He's been in his team professional kit. Like there's, I know you might want to see it, but I don't want you lot judging us how we judge our players. They'll start doing videos on us. Quickly, I'm going to read. Man City have got started in goal. Trafford. They've got Nunes, Kushtanov, Ake, and Ain't Nori at the back line. Interesting. Reinders, Gonzalez, and Nico Riley in midfield. Foden, Mamouche, and Semenyo. So again, like you said, no Haaland. Rodri's on the bench. Shirky's on the bench. Donnarumma's not starting. I don't know where Doku. Doku must be injured. I don't know.
Doku's injured. He's played Trafford every round of the Carabao Cup.
Yes. So it's an injury. I mean, obviously they're at the Etihad, but that's their team. Anthony Gordon for Newcastle. Watermarder, Joe Willock. Interesting. Kieran Trippier, Tonali, Jacob Ramsey, Hall, Dan Burn, Sven Botman, and Twa at the back, and then Ramsdale's in goal. Okay, so they played there. Okay, fair, good.
No Bruno and no Joel Linton, man. That's not good.
Tough. And they're not even on the bench. Yeah, they've got Elanga on the bench, Murphy, Osolu, Osala. I always forget he's a good player though. Wissa, Harvey Barnes. I mean, interesting. Who do you want in the final? Just quickly before I bring the guests.
Listen, man, I always want the easiest route, man. That's so give me Newcastle, but if it's City,
I think City might be easier. Anyway, actually,
nah, come on, man, no chance.
They won't.
When Newcastle had Isak and all that, and I understood that because they had a world beater. But this, I think Newcastle look bang average this season, man. I'll be real.
Yeah, Gay can't play. He's cup tied, and I believe that's the actual reason. Also, I saw he can't play in this game.
He can't play in the final either.
Exactly that.
Oh, hang on. What's going on here? Hey, what's this guy doing?
What's happening, gents?
Man's got the upgrade, you know.
He's got all in. Marty's got all in. He's
got all in.
We're not messing around with this, mate. Yeah.
Right, Marty and Dan Potts. Last time you lot on the live, I was recruiting. I think Dan, you did say to me, "This is why, Cecil, I can't go all in. This is why this club continues." You were with me, and then he said, "We lost." He said, "Cess," and do you know what? I felt that in my heart. I felt that one in my heart. I said, "Arsenal, this is what you're doing. Like, we want to be there, but you're not. We need to win these important games." We're now into a final with 6 points. There's not much change in the league, but this could be a big year, big weekend. Where are we at? Dan, Marty, Dan, you start. Are you all in? Are you happy? It's the Wembley coming? Where are you at? I don't think you've got a fan camp. I haven't heard from you.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'll be real, bruv. Last night was a madness, wasn't it? And if you got to win a game, you win a game like that. And you score a goal with that scorer like that against Chelsea, right? So all of us were buzzing. As far as the League Cup's concerned, I'm quietly confident that we'll win it. I think that we should win it. I think we're the better team. I think we're the best team that's in it, whether we get Newcastle or Man City tonight. I think it's a mad one, Cecil, to say you'll rather have Man City than Newcastle. But, you know.
They might not bring, like, City fans won't all come down. I don't know. I just think they haven't been. I think Newcastle, the energy. They won, obviously, they won a cup recently. I don't know. I worry about Newcastle.
Yeah, look, I'm not saying it's easier. You get Newcastle, it's a walk in the park. But at the same time, I feel like where they've been playing, I only go for what I can see with my eyes. And right now, I think Newcastle look more beatable than Man City. And I know Man City haven't been great, and I get it. But I still would have more confidence with playing Newcastle than I would Man City. And the other thing I'll say is I think when you look at where we are right now, I do think we have to remain feet on the ground a bit. And I get we're excited. I get we're loving it.
I don't want to hear it.
We've got people like yourself and Marty that are saying quads and all this, but I just want to calm a little bit, right? Let's just get the one across the line.
Oh, mate.
Let's just get the one across the line first. I think C's with me, right? I think let's just get the League Cup and then we could, because I truly believe, lads, right? And I've said this all along. If we win the Carabao Cup in March, I truly believe that will give everybody more confidence and will lift the league in May. I truly believe that. And it doesn't mean if we don't win it in March, so we ain't going to win the league, but I just will have that kind of, when it matters, come on, get it across the line. And this is the only reason when you laugh and say tongue-in-cheek to recruit me, this is the only reason I haven't said I'm with you, Cecil, because each time I've asked you, at Chelsea, we beat them, I'll be with you, Cec. Didn't beat him. Forest, I'll be with it, didn't beat him. Liverpool didn't beat him. Chelsea, couldn't beat 10 men. Villa, all this stuff. Sunderland, I'm thinking we're dropping points every time I'm just stop talking now. Just say that I'm not going to say anything till come May because I can't go all in yet when I'm looking at that. But I mean, we can't be complaining, can we? I mean, we're in a brilliant position. We're 6 points clear. We're top of the Champions League. We're in the League Cup final. And we're still in a good position in the FA Cup. And if you look at the bookies' odds, like we're one of the favourites to win that as well. So when you look at it right now, we cannot finish without silverware this year. Like we just can't do that. It's just not acceptable for me. So, yeah, man, I'm enjoying being an Arsenal fan right now. And although at times the football hasn't been pretty for some people, or we might not be deserved champions because we're the most boring and all this kind of stuff, I don't care about all that crap. I want to win this damn league, and I want to win the Carabao Cup. And right now, the Carabao Cup comes first, and I think that gives us the winning momentum because this team still hasn't won anything. And when they do, I hope they go bang and they continue to go and deliver each year because that's what we all want, man.
We're gonna be the worst, you know. I look at halftime when we ain't even fucking wait. I mean, wait one day, and we said this at the beginning because it's gonna be dark if we win. Marty, I know you're itching. Look, he can't even stay still. He's like, but Dad, I'm gutted. I lost you off my recruitment table, man. I thought you were starting my. It's all right.
There's
We'll
still
get
time,
you back.
bro. There's still time, bro.
Yeah, we'll get you back. If we go 9 points, you're with me, yeah?
Yeah. If they lose to Liverpool and we beat Sunderland, I'll be with you, Cecil. There you go.
I'll get your top.
Yeah,
right.
man.
Marty, Smarty Marty, where are you at? I mean, you did a great fan. What's your fan cam and whatnot after the game? You're happy. You're on there. Are you recruited? Are you saying this is? Is it just a Premier League? Are you saying that the League Cup is definitely gettable? Like it's not nothing that you expect Arsenal to lose when it comes to that final. Where are you at?
Well, I mean, first and foremost, thanks for having us on, guys. Nice to see you.
Always.
And I think the game last night for me was everything that I love about football.
Yeah.
You know, we were 1-0 up, and it was, you know, at the end, you know, it was a tight game, very controlled, calm, professional.
Did people love it? Did people love it? I mean, like, I would have preferred if we smoked them, but a last minute winner also. So where were we at? Like,
it's just listen. It's a semi-final of a semi-final of a cup competition. Those games are rarely like that. Sometimes teams, you know, you batter teams, but listen, Rossini set the side out well. I thought defensively, they tried to take it into the latter stages of the game and then catch us, and they applied the pressure after about the 60th minute. You could see them, and they were getting some decent chances, you know, but they just couldn't stick it in the back of the net. And then at the end, you know, that ball that comes across from Declan Rice and Kai Havertz gallops onto it, and then just, you know, you've got Martinelli in support to square it to, and you know, he's just like, nah, do you know what? I'm taking it round him, and the second he did that, and this is the change in mentality that I've seen, and I was sat next to the bench. As soon as he makes that decision, you guys know, being strikers, when you're one-on-one with a goalkeeper, you give him the eyes, and then you go, you make a decision, you go the way you're going to go to put it round him. As soon as he did that, the bench got up, Calafiori runs onto the pitch, half of the trainers run onto the pitch and the subs before he's even stuck the ball into the back of the net, right? That tells me everything that I need to know in the belief that they have in that guy. And when I watched that in real time, and it was really close to me, the way it's just, you know, the moments you get in life where they just slow down and they're like almost slow motion, and you can just see it unfolding in front of your eyes, and how he does it. And then he puts it in the back of the net. He wheels off to the corner. He pulls the badge up, points to the badge, you know, and a real sucker punch to Chelsea. That right there is their defining moments in your season that will go.
Who starts in the final? Who starts in the final? Everyone. Who starts in the final up front?
What, in goal?
Up front.
I don't know. It's a long way off. There's a lot of
injuries.
You know, there's a lot of football to be played. I think it's like 6 weeks away. There's a lot of football to be played, you know, between now and then.
If the game was played tomorrow, Marty, and the boys, Dan and Curtis, what striker starts up front?
I'd stick Gyökeres up front. I'd stick Gyökeres, you know, as it stands. Listen, I really like Havertz playing in behind Gyökeres. I think that they're an absolute handful, and it offers us a completely different dimension that an Eze or an Odegaard gives us in that position. It adds a certain strength, like almost what Marino gives us in that position in support. But then, listen, we've got a variety of options. We've got Eze, Odegaard, as we know, that can, you know, support and play, that, you know, do what you need them to do. I think in the final, who would I want? The question, I'd want Man City. The reason why, Mark Gay, a player that they've signed, he's cup tied. So you know, if Gvardiol and Diaz aren't back in time for that, look, you've got to fancy our chances. This Man City, we see what happened against Tottenham at the weekend. They were in cruise control and they threw away a 2-goal lead like that. And listen, tonight it's going to be interesting to see what happens if they throw that lead away tonight, or it goes to extra time. What the ideal situation for that game for me would be is that goes to extra time and Man City win it on penalties. It puts extra minutes in their legs, tires them out, a bit more fatigue. They certainly don't need any more injury problems.
Yeah, so you want City then? You're saying you want City then if you want them to?
Well, I'll be honest. I'm baffled at like how we can think that Pep in a final, you would rather play them than a Newcastle that's in the bottom half of the table.
Really good point, right? And I'll explain it. The reason why Pep Guardiola come out the other day and said what he said. Pep Guardiola signed his first pre-contract 1st of February 2016, almost exactly 10 years ago from the time that he announced that he's going to be moving on at the end of the season. You can see it in that guy's face. He's done. He's checked out of that club. He's not there. He knows that, listen, they've already tried to rebuild that club.
A bold statement, Marty.
It's bold. I like it. I like it.
I like it, but I don't know if I agree.
You're telling me that Rodri is a yard off the pace. Honestly.
I agree with that.
And he is. We're not talking about Man City with De Bruyne, with prime Rodri. We're not talking about that Man City.
I agree with that.
It's a different side. When you're this Tottenham Hotspur side, they've got a bare 11. They were in cruise control. Champions do not throw leads away like that. That is something that we have done in previous seasons, and that is why we didn't end up being champions.
No. Listen, I understand your point. I just always, finals are just one-offs. You've seen teams that are not great and they win a final, and I just think Pep would be very motivated for that. And Haaland, and I've watched Newcastle. I think they are so off it this season, man. I've seen Eddie Howe. They're saying his job's under pressure. I just wanted to ask you guys something quickly because obviously I know Dan and Marty was at the game, and obviously you was at the watch along. Lee said today on Forever, I love the game last night. I said, did you? I said, I'll be honest with you. Until Havertz scored that goal, I did not enjoy that game. I don't think we
were moaning a lot on the
I felt like when I saw that Chelsea team, I went, Reece James not in the squad, Palmer and Estevao on the bench. You score in the first half, that game's over. And I just felt, I know people say, we controlled the game. We weren't really flustered defensively, but I just thought, the whole time I thought we're taking a big risk here. Palmer had that free kick. Enzo had 3 or 4 long-range shots. I just thought, could we have finished that game off a bit sooner? Or
does Judges mean though that it was the best ending though, Curtis? Does he mean it's like he enjoyed the ending, or did he enjoy the whole minute one tonight?
No, he said to me, he goes, I love the game last night. I thought we controlled it. I goes, really? Like, I was on edge the whole game until he scored. Like, just thinking, if they equalize, we're not playing that well in attack. Can we then just switch it on if they score and start playing well? I thought it was a bit risky.
I'll let you lot go ahead because you was at the game, but I'll let you go as well. But I was going to say something off the back of that. Like, I never really felt uneasy because I think they had the same amount of shots on target as we did. So I wasn't too uneasy. But I did. So I thought like we went away and stuck it on them. And they had players missing then. And it was a different game then. We opened up. We gave it to them. So I was thinking, how can you go from that to them being at home? I think it was definitely an Arteta game plan, and it worked at the end of the day. I'm not gonna scrutinize it, but like watching it as a fan, like Curtis said, it felt like, or if you get that, like you said, if we get an early goal, games they're done. But it seemed like Arteta said, no, let's just keep them in the game because they're not going to hurt us. So we've got a good enough defense. And then, but that made me feel, like they said, it made us feel nervous. But they probably felt in control maybe the whole game.
On the pitch,
did,
I think we should have been more nervous, but Chelsea was so bad that they didn't actually allow us to be that nervous. Now, look, don't get me wrong. Anything can ricochet and go in, and then it's going to penalties, right? But at the same time, I didn't feel like there was any ounce of quality from Chelsea last night. And let's just switch it round for a minute, right? And I've been one of Arteta's critics over the years. If we went to Stamford Bridge 3-2 down and played 3 at the back and Havertz on the right wing, we'd be absolutely crucified, mate. Yeah. And that's what they did. So I don't think that big up to him for trying something different. I like the way that he tried something different with Delap to try and drag us over there. It didn't work. When it don't work, you got to change it up. 3 at the back, it didn't work. When it don't work, you got to change it up. And I think the corner situation was quite clever from him as well. It's the first time I've seen that happen against us.
Another team did it.
Fair play. Like another team, I think in Europe did it. But that's fair play. But when it ain't working, you've got to change up. And I don't think he did. Now, when he brought on Estevao and Palmer, there were a few people, including myself, that thought, that's not really 2 subs I want to be seeing coming on with 20 minutes to go, right? But I don't think they created anything. Like, Kepa literally had Kepa had one save to make against Enzo. And I know that we didn't have, too many shots either. But we didn't need to. Yeah, we were sat there like, do you know what? I'd like to kill this game off, but right now we're comfortable. And I think it's more of an indictment on Chelsea than Arsenal, if I'm honest. So I get what Curtis is saying. Like, I didn't enjoy it. I wasn't going, wow, this is a buzz. I can't want it. This is brilliant football. It weren't that at all, right? But I think the ending, I was enjoying that. Like, that's for sure. So
we did the work at Stamford Bridge, and I think that's what matters.
Yeah.
We have hit 8. The game is kicking off. I do want to watch it. I just want score predictions then, just for this game quickly. Newcastle, Man City versus Newcastle. Go on. Let's go around. Who wants to start? Anyone? Do they claw it back, or does Man City cruise?
I don't think they claw it back. Not with Bruno and Joel Linton missing. I think they'll probably 2-1 City maybe.
Okay. Potts
2-0 Man City.
Yep. And I
could see Newcastle clawing it back. It's a semi-final. It could happen, but the logical part of me, that's maybe the dreaming sort of like the football nostalgia part goes, oh yeah, it's going to be 2-0 Newcastle and it's going to go to extra time. But I think City will win it 2-1.
The final is tomorrow. Curtis and Dan, who starts up front? Because I know Marty answered it, but who starts up front for you both?
Gyökeres.
Wow.
Gyökeres, mate. Yeah.
Wow. Okay. Let me finish.
Go on. We need your answer, bro. Don't try and get out of it. You know what I mean, man? Try to read the super chat.
Against Man City. Let's say it's Man City. Oh, I really like Jesus, but Jesus ain't gonna do nothing to City's defense. Ain't gonna do. They know him inside out. Fuck. It might have to be Gyökeres. He's been disappointing. I'll be honest. I think it's good. It's probably gonna be Gyökeres. Havertz, until I see what he's like. Like you said, Mighty, to be fair, you count it by saying we still got a few weeks to see what happens going forward. Does Havertz then? I'll say Gyökeres, yeah. But does Havertz start on Sunday then or Saturday when we play against Sunderland?
Probably with Gyökeres though. Like I think that combination looked good.
Yeah, it did.
Fair.
I never thought I'd say that.
I didn't. No,
bro. I was in the watch along yesterday saying I miss Mikel Merino, bro. I never thought I'd ever say that. Jesus, I need that guy to
what we do know though is we need to revisit this again in the summer, man. Attacking midfield and the striker. We need to look at it again, unfortunately, because it's not good, is it? Like, we're rolling the dice on who plays. Have you played this week? No? Okay, come on down. It's terrible, isn't it?
Arsenal back. I want flary Arsenal back. So yeah, maybe we have to revisit some conversations. And you're right. Maybe
we've waited about 5 years to replace Aubameyang, and within 12 months we're going, yeah, we need another striker, lads. You know,
it's actually mad, bro. We signed Eze. I was gassed, so we finally got the 10 I needed. Then we saw Gyökeres. I was like, we've got a goal machine. And
now we're going. Yeah, Morgan Rogers and Alvarez in the summer. 200 million.
Yeah. Spend another. All right. Let me read the super chat. Let me close off. We want to watch the game. Baha Lai 2238. He was at the watch long. Big you up, my brother. He was at the watch long yesterday. Here starts the Mankalong. All right. Well, the game is on. We have a little overrun by 3 minutes. Thank you, everyone that's joined us. Thank you to the boys as well. I love seeing Marty and Dan Potts join us. Curtis, as always, it's been a pleasure. We're back every Wednesday, 7 p.m. on a live discussing all things Arsenal. We're going to the final. We're going to Wembley. Love you all. See you soon.